Hello everyone, today I'm going to teach you how to solo the Glory of the Draenor Raider achievement. This is the first part of a two-part series. In today's video we'll be going over all the achievements in Highmaul. You can find timestamps for all the achievements in the description below. The first achievement you'll need to complete is Flame On. Throughout the fight you'll see fire pillars spawn around the room. You need to make sure that Karkaf doesn't go near any of these fire pillars. You can do this by keeping him in the middle of the room. Besides that, you just want to burst him down as fast as possible. So the next achievement we'll be doing is Hurry Up Maggot. Here you need to kill 6 maggots before you kill the butcher on normal difficulty or higher. So in order to kill the maggots or find the maggots, you have to make a macro that allows you to target them without needing to actually find them in the first place. The macro is displayed on the screen right now, so just copy this macro and make it for yourself. And you can check at the start of the pool if it works or not by pressing the macro. One of the mechanics you need to be aware of during the fight is Gushing Wound. Gushing Wound is a spell that the butcher will cast periodically throughout the fight and will stack up. And once it gets to 6 stacks, it'll instantly kill you on normal difficulty. It'll instantly kill you on 5 in heroic difficulty, so it's highly recommended that you do this in normal difficulty. So when you pull the boss, the first thing you want to do is send your pet after it. Make sure your pet is set to pacified mode so it won't kill the boss. After you gave the command to attack the boss, you immediately position it somewhere so it doesn't attack the boss, like keep attacking it. After that, you want to use your macro and try and find the maggot. After you found the maggot, you want to put a skull marker and look around the room. You should most likely see a skull marker somewhere in the room, and that's where the maggot will be. So now that we got all the details out of the way, let's talk about the way I decided to go about killing the butcher. The first thing I did was I of course identified where the first one was, and then I went ahead, stood near it, stood with my pet, and then it died at some point. After that, I go to the other side of the room. While I'm doing this, I'm trying to find out where the next one is by pressing my macro and then putting a skull marker on it while running. After that, I would see if I could go over there while still being out of range of the Gushing Wound. If I couldn't, I would just move out of range and just wait until he did the jump at 100 energy and then move over to the new maggot that spawned. However, if I could be out of range and get to the maggot, I would stand on top of the maggot while waiting for him to jump on me, because when he jumps at 100 energy and lands on the maggot, he'll instantly kill that maggot. I'll keep rinse and repeating this until I've killed all the maggots at the boss room. Like I've killed 6. A quick little note, after the 6th one have spawned and you killed it, a 7th one will not spawn. So a good way of checking if you're done with the achievement or not is actually just pressing the macro and seeing if there's actually anything to target. After you're done with this and actually check that you have gotten the achievement and no more maggots are there, you just kill the boss and then it's done. Now the next boss we'll be going to is Brackenspore. His achievement is called a Fungus Among Us. Now you need to get 15 stacks of blood infusion before killing the boss. Now the question is, what is blood infusion? The way you get blood infusion is by using the flamethrowers that are given to you at the start of the fight. You can see 2 of them in the room before you pull Brackenspore. The first thing you need to do is wait around 2 to 3 minutes after you pull the boss. You need to do this because the moss has to get to the middle of the room before you can start clearing. The longer you wait, the easier it is, to be honest. After that, you want to start using the flamethrowers to clear out the moss. The way you clear the moss is by walking towards the moss while having the flamethrower ability active. However, we're going to be using a little trick to get more out of it. The way you want to clear it is by spamming the activation button while you're clearing out the moss. You do this by clicking on the activation button again and again. If you have any movement speed abilities like Burning Rush or Death Advance, that'll help out as well. The next boss is Tectus. His achievement is called More Like Rectus. Here you need to kill all 8 modes of Tectus that will spawn at the end of the fight within 10 seconds of each other. When the fight starts, you want to get him down to 1 health. After that, you wait until he casts Tectonic Upheaval. When he does, he will split into 2 smaller versions of himself. Now burst down these 2 new Tectuses to 1 health and wait for them to cast Tectonic Upheaval. Now the 2 ads will split into 8 ads. Now these are the 8 ads you want to kill within 10 seconds of each other. So what you want to do is you want to gather them up and then AoE them down with any AoE spell your class have. Eye Beam, Cinder Ghost's Breath, so on. The next boss is Twin Ogron. Their achievement is called Brothers in Arms. You need to kill the Twin Ogron before the disposition bar exceeds 30% on normal difficulty or higher. All you want to do is burst down the boss before he does anything. You have about a minute, so it shouldn't be a problem as long as you're level 120. The next boss is Korak. This achievement is Pair Annihilation. You need to kill Korak before 15 energy orbs touch the ground. All you need to do is burst him down before anything happens. You have around 3 minutes to kill him, so it should be no issue whatsoever. Okay, we finally made it to Imperator Maggot now, the next and final boss of Highmaul. His achievement is called the Lineage of Power. And basically, all you need to do is that you have to make sure that one of the caster ads that spawn in the intermission phase gets both of the fortified buffs that you can give them in the intermission phase. Contrary to popular belief, this achievement can in fact be soloed by all classes, and I'm here to show you how you do it. So basically you want to burst him down to around 60 to 50%, and after that he'll enter his first intermission phase. After that you want to walk over to the Gorian War Mage and go into melee range of him. Now this is really important that you do this. After that, as you can see in the video, you want to move forward just as he's about to finish his cast. That way he'll like stutter step like up to you, and then he'll start his next cast. If you fail to do this, he'll start a new cast without moving. So it's really important that you do this perfectly. Now you want to keep doing this until you reach the purple pool, and once you reach it, he'll gain the first buff. And after that, you basically just want to kill all the ads and wait for the intermission to end. After this, you want to before you get him to 30%, you actually want to start moving the mage over to the next place where the pool will spawn. This is simply because it's easier this way. That way, when he gets into that phase, the mage will get the buff immediately, and there's like 0 chance you can fuck it up. So basically, move the ad over there and then get him to 30%. After this, you wanna check if the mage actually has both of the buffs, and after you've confirmed that he has both of the buffs, you want to kill him. You can kill him in the intermission phase if you want to. Doesn't make a difference. The important part is that he has both buffs. And that's all. After that, you can kill Imperator Maggot and you'll get your achievement. Just a little bit of extra information here at the end of the video. If you're DK, you can def grip the ad instead of needing to stutter step. This way you can do the achievement without any issue whatsoever, and it'll be way easier. Thanks for watching the video. Leave a comment on what you think about the video and subscribe so you know when the second part is coming out.